Hey guys, welcome back. So before I get started, I'm going to take a sip of my favorite tea, which is passion fruit with raspberry. I've been drinking this for years. You guys need to try it out. I'm going to start off with NYX Proof It Waterproof Primer and mix it with Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer. This gives me that nice base to work with. I'm going to start with my eyes first today in case we get any fallout from the black shadow. So the shadows apply evenly. I'm going to sweep some translucent powder over my lids. Using Loreal's Pro 2 palette, I'll take the light brown and work this into my crease with a Stellazzi blending brush. This is a matte shade, so we want to stick with matte colors, especially on our crease. I'll be building up this color as much as I can, and this is our transition shade, and we want to blend, blend, and blend. Right on top with a pencil brush, I'll add a dark brown shadow and blend it. Building up the colors in the crease is very important because we want to create a very nice gradient effect, and we don't want to look like we got punched in the eye either. I forgot to add a clip of what I used, but I used a dark brown shadow in the Stellazzi palette. I'll just go ahead and link it down below for you guys, and it is a matte shade as well. This is the star of the show, and this is ColourPop's shadow in the shade Ratchet. Funny name, I know, but this shadow is so gorgeous. Okay, I was originally going to use this without layering a black shadow underneath, but I didn't like how it looked and I wanted to keep the shimmer just on my lid. So I'm going on top of it with a black shadow in the palette. This is the blackest shadow I own. Try not to take it high up in your crease because we don't want full-on black eyes. We still want the dark browns to show. I will change the brush we first used to another blending fluffy brush. Okay, now that we have the black shadow laid down, I'm going in with ColourPop's shadow, and this does have little gray specks of gray shimmer, but I mean, just look at it. It's so gorgeous! I can't get enough of this stuff. I will apply this with my ring finger because if you've used ColourPop shadows before, you'll know that they have better color payoff using your fingers because they're a creamy, bouncy texture. Using a synthetic brush is also great, but I prefer my fingers better. For eyeliner, I'll use e.l.f. cream eyeliner with this new brush I got. It's from a new brush company I found called the Lab 2. The bottom brush is bent and it's easier to see what you're doing, so I'm loving this so far. It's perfect for that wing also, may I add. I'll also be tie-lining, but it looks super creepy when I do it on camera, so let's just move on. I'll curl those lashes for some lift to prep them for some falsies, but before that, I'll apply a coat of Loreal's Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. The lashes I'll be using today are Cocoa Lashes in Bella. They're highly packed on the outer corners, so I'll apply these on the outer corners of my eyes, and they're kind of like demi lashes, so they make your eyes appear wider. I use lash adhesive and wait 30 to 45 seconds for the glue to become tacky before application. That way they won't be gliding all over my eyeliner. Then I'll hide the glue with some eyeliner. Moving on to the face, I did have some fallout, not too much. I'll be using a wipey to remove any excess product. Since I have very dry skin, what I mean dry, I mean dry, I'll apply some moisturizer. I'll apply some moisturizer. I usually do it beforehand, but since I knew I was starting with my eyes first and possibly having some fallout, I went ahead and did my moisturizer on camera for you guys. To prime my face, I'll use Smashbox Photo Finish and apply this all over my face. This will ensure our makeup to last all day or night. Using concealer, I'm going to hide my blemishes first before applying foundation for that extra coverage, since I am breaking out a lot right now and I have no idea why. Could be the weather, I don't know. And I'll be blending this away with my fingers. For foundation, I am going to be using my favorite foundation of life right now, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Demi Matte in the shade 105. I apply my foundation with my fingers because the warmth of it helps the foundation apply creamier and much easier to work into my skin. I usually work in sections with this foundation because it does dry very fast, and I'll be working it in with a damp beauty blender just because I love how it gives my skin that airbrushed finish. After I apply my foundation, I go ahead and do my eyebrows. I do have a more in-depth video on this, so I'll go ahead and link that down below. For concealer today, I'll be using this new one that I just picked up from Walmart, which is the Hard Candy Glamofalouge in the shade Light. I'm going to apply this with my fingers and blend it out with the tip of a beauty blender. I'm going to use this to highlight and conceal. First, I gotta say, a little bit of this product goes a long way. Then I'm going to go on top of it with Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer, and I'll also be fixing my eyeliner with this with a flat brush. I'll be mixing both concealers and start highlighting my face, so I'll be popping this on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and my chin. You guys know the drill already. I'll be working this in with a damp beauty blender. Surprise, surprise. To set the concealed areas, I'll be using Maybelline's Fit Me Translucent Powder with an e.l.f. brush, which I love to use for this. I'll also be mixing the Ben Nye Banana Powder, since this will bring down the concealer since I thought it was a little bit too white for me. To contour, I'll take my Cinema Secrets Foundation palette, the 3rd shade, and apply this to the hollows of my cheekbones, temples, jawline, and the sides of my nose. I'll be blending this out with an e.l.f. stippling brush. This brush was only $3 and it's amazing to blend, especially if you want to be precise. Since it's a very small brush, it's very easy to get into those cheekbones. And for my nose, I'll be using an IT Cosmetics 2-sided brush to blend it out. To set the contoured areas, I'll use Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer with a blush brush and then blend it out with a stippling brush. For blush, I'll be using NYX Baked Blush in Wanderlust. It's a very soft pink with an orange touch, kind of. This blush is perfect to add a very little bit of color, since I usually like to bronze more than add color when I do a black smoky eye. To highlight, I'll use the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I'll be applying this and working this into my skin with my fingers. I apply this to the tops of my cheekbones, top of my brows, very tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow. Right on top, I'll apply IT Cosmetics highlighter that comes in the Vitality Face Disc palette. This isn't necessary, but I love that extra glow. Then I'll be blending everything out with a stippling brush. To clean up the contour, I'll go in with the powder we used to set the concealer. This just polishes everything and it cleans it all up, and then don't forget to blend. I'll take the e.l.f. liner again and apply this to my waterline and then set it with a black shadow in the Loreal palette, and then smoke the bottom lash line out. And to keep a smooth transition, I'll use a light brown with a pencil brush. For my bottom lashes, I'll use the same mascara. I just love how it really extends those bottom lashes and make my eyes appear bigger. To highlight my inner tear duct, I'll take the shade Beige and apply this on the inner corners of my eyes, and this just helps our eyes pop. Taking Italia's lip liner in Natural Beige, I'll outline my lips. This lip liner was only $1 and it lasts a long time and it's super smooth. I sometimes use it as a lipstick because it's just a beautiful shade. I'll then apply NYX lipstick in Snowcap, which is one of my favorite nudes. Then to top it all off, I'll apply e.l.f.'s lip gloss in Scott. You know what, you guys? $3 lip gloss, and it is very pigmented. You can honestly use this as a lipstick. And to finish off this look, I'll add a little bit of more sparkle on the eyes. And that is it for this look. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.